Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're looking over the video game developers that have yet to release a new title over the course of the 9th console generation.
You're afraid to be here. You're afraid to be a part of something. We need you here, and that scares the hell out of you.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Rockstar Games.
Trust?
Trust.
While you could consider this poking gaming's biggest bear, given GTA 6's apparent release date of 2026, the truth of the matter is that this titan of the industry has yet to give us anything other than a series of remasters that have been more lambasted than lauded. Smashing together the likes of GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas barely counts as anything new, especially with how abysmal the quality was. Same goes for re-releasing GTA 5 for the billionth time. We all know that when they get around to unleashing the beast that is GTA 6, it's going to utterly dominate. But at the rate things are going, we wouldn't be shocked if they decided to make it the launch title for the PS6.
Well, look who's back.
Quantic Dream.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
While their third-party publisher Spotlight has brought games such as Dustborn and Under the Waves to the mainstream, David Cage and company haven't given the world a single title since Detroit Become Human, despite trailers for their original Star Wars game being released years ago by this point. Whether it's due to Quantic Dream's creative process or the numerous allegations of a hostile work environment, the Cage machine has come to a grinding halt. Not a peep of Star Wars Eclipse, no other smaller adjacent project in development. While few are clamoring for another experience akin to Beyond Two Souls, you'd think after all the forward momentum afforded to them by Detroit, we get something after nearly 8 years.
His name is Aiden, and he's always with me.
We can find a way to protect you.
Gen Design. Ask any gamer worth their salt and they'll express nothing but admiration for the likes of Fumito Ueda, director and designer of absolute classics such as Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian. Aside from other developers such as Bluepoint coming over to handle the occasional remake, there's been no indication that Ueda and his team at Gen Design were even contemplating making another video game. As it happens, a surprise trailer at the Game Awards changed all of that, revealing that they are now in the process of an upcoming game known only for now as Project Robot. If it's even going to be released this generation is still up in the air. We're just hoping that nearly a decade of waiting is going to yield magnificent results. The Initiative.
Did you find the answers you were looking for, Agent Dark?
Not yet. This is just the beginning.
This one is a little different, given that this developer hasn't released a single game yet, and yet has more publicity than most get in their lifetime. How come? Well, the Initiative was hyped up massively by Phil Spencer and the Xbox team as the tip of the spear when it came to developing big budget games, recruiting talent from all over the shop with creators from several legendary studios. That was back in 2018. In 2020, they announced they were working on a remake of Perfect Dark. And since then, it's been nothing but chaos. Delays, rapid staff departure, having to get help from Crystal Dynamics. At the rate it's going, the Initiative may not actually get a game out until the next console generation. So much for quadruple A gaming.
A better world? And we welcome them into our lives.
Bend Studio.
Come on, come on! Don't be shy! Step right up and win valuable prizes!
To their credit, these guys managed to continue to develop games after they delivered the unholy Bubsy 3D onto the world, mainly due to finding success with the Siphon Filter franchise. They also made a name for themselves among the modern PlayStation pantheon thanks to Days Gone at the tail end of the last generation. And while that's gotten itself a flashy remaster for the PS5, Bend hasn't been able to follow up with any additional games this deep into the current gen. Might have something to do with Sony having them work on a live service game. That was recently cancelled.
What does it matter if everyone else is dead?
Ubisoft Reflections. While the studio going defunct is always a sad occasion given the losses involved, we felt it pertinent to showcase a couple that highlight just how bad things have spiraled for so many in the industry at this moment in time. Case in point, this branch of Ubisoft's ever-crumbling empire. Reflections, responsible for the Driver and Just Dance games, closed its doors just this year. Keep in mind, they hadn't released any games whatsoever since 2017, with most of their manpower being put towards an Assassin's Creed VR game. Given the endless L's that Ubisoft has been taking as of late, it seems that Reflections was caught in the ripples.
Today, you are to see a traitor to the crown.
Monolith Productions.
Restore what has been broken. Unite old enemies. Forge new bonds.
This one still stings. After enrapturing a whole generation of players thanks to defining titles such as Fear, Condemned, and the Middle-earth games, Monolith found itself suffering under the axe of Warner Bros. Turns out that their Wonder Woman game, which had been caught in development hell, was a hurdle too far. Constant restarts, clashing ideas, along with Warner Bros' immense loss courtesy of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, all of it culminated in Wonder Woman being cancelled and the studio being shut down. It also means we'll never get to experience the Nemesis system again going forward. Great. Media Molecule. From Little Big Planet to Dreams, this studio has always been about putting imagination first and giving players the chance to cultivate and create their own fun. Sackboy became an icon, Tearaway was a delight, and Dreams took the world by storm. And we haven't seen anything from them since. After nearly being shut down and ending support for Dreams a couple of years back, Media Molecule has never been in a better position to introduce a new IP. Whether they do remains to be seen. Given how many hoops they've had to leap through as of late, we can only hope they can leave their stamp on the current hardware before the new tech shows up. Team Cherry. Look, we don't enjoy beating a dead bug, but to echo the sentiment of every other gamer, where the hell is Silksong? Striking gold with the incredible Metroidvania Hollow Knight, Team Cherry's debut title for years now has been starting to look like its own swan song. The much anticipated sequel was announced all the way back in 2019, and since then, we've been drip-fed a minuscule amount of updates. A smaller team obviously requires more development time, but the lack of updates or sense of progress has started to turn hype into hopelessness. While the recent Nintendo Direct stated a 2025 release, many are still skeptical given previous promises. Until proven otherwise, Silksong is gaming's biggest myth. That game company. While only having 4 games to their name, no one can deny the splash this developer has made, especially when it comes to their magnum opus in the form of Journey. Grammy nominated for its soundtrack and lauded as one of the greatest of its generation, Journey and its contemporaries have always focused on provoking players via their particular brand of visual storytelling, which we haven't seen since 2019. While development has reportedly started on their 5th venture, depending on the ambition and scope of their project, it could potentially lead to that game company skipping the current generation entirely. Hope that's not the case. Which developers are you still waiting for to drop their next hit, or flop? Let us know in the comments.